Hello everyone, this is Nurse B with Buzzing with the Bee. Many people who become caregivers, they had no preparation for this role. They just don't know what to do. The purpose of this video is we want to examine how people become a family caregiver, develop an initial plan to get started as the family caregiver. How did you become the family caregiver? Well, many people become the family caregiver because they are the spouse or the children of the person who need help. They do not want to see the person go into a long-term care facility or nursing home. They are the only child that lives near their parent. They are female. And they may be a health care person like a nurse, a nursing assistant, and people assume that they will do it. But before you take on this role, there's some questions you want to ask yourself. First of all, where are you in your life? Are you married? Do you have children? What are their age? Do you work? Do you participate in social activities? You will need to talk to your family, your children, your spouse before you do this, because you're not going to be able to do this role without their help and without their understanding. Will the person live with you, or will they live in their own house? If they live in their own home, how far away from you do they live? Will other family members help you? Do you and this person who needs your help get along well? If you all have a rocky relationship before, it's probably not going to change right away. So be prepared for that. And how are you going to manage this? You have to have a plan to get yourself started. First part of your plan consists of talking with significant people first about what is happening with your parents or your spouse, so that everyone will know what is going on, enlisting the help of siblings to get started. So if we all work together, we can get started on this, and the beginning part won't be so overwhelming for the person that's beginning the role of the caregiver. When you first become the caregiver, you may not need to be there 24/7. Maybe you all can just install some cameras in the house so that people can look at the parents during the daytime or at night, especially if they're falling or if they're having memory problems. You'll be able to see this. Can you all hire a caregiver or homemaker for a few hours a week? That may be all that the person needs. The next things you need to do is think about the legal activities that surround being a caregiver. First of all, you all and the family are going to have to determine who will be the power of attorney and what type of power of attorney are we getting. You could have a general power of attorney that covers, everything about that person. Or you could be specific, like, since I'm a nurse, I might be the medical power of attorney. The ordinary power of attorney will cover events up until the person's mental acuity is threatened. And then durable continues after they have a decline in their mental abilities. What forms do you need? Well, you need to do a living will or healthcare directive. If something happens to them, what actions do they want you to take? They also need to do a last will and testament, end of the life plan, and then a form for revocation of a power of attorney, because at some point this may not work out for someone being their POA and they want to change it. Okay? So where do you go to get this? Well, you can go to your lawyer. The hospital, especially the VA, will have a medical power of attorney form for you to sign. And then you can go online and look it up and find some free sites for your power of attorney. Now we're going on to the medical end, what you need to do. First of all, make an appointment with the person's doctor so that you all can discuss the fact that you are taking over as their power of attorney. You want to know what are all the person's diagnoses and what medications that person is taking. You want to develop a relationship with the doctor. Also, if they have referrals where they referred them to a specialist, who was it and when is their next appointment, so you can get all that information. Keep a file of your family member's medical record. Keep a hard copy, and then you can have a computer file of it. Every time you go to the doctor or in the hospital or whatever, make sure that you have a list of medications. You can take a picture of it on your smartphone, and that way you'll have it with you at all times. If possible, teach your family members about their medication so that they will know what they are taking in case you are not there. As always, thank you for joining with me, Nurse B, in another episode of Buzzing with the Bee. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that this has been helpful to you, especially if you are the first-time caregiver. If you like it, please share it with your friends, and be sure to click on the subscribe button that you will see in the corner.